Hello, you lovely lot, and welcome back to the channel. It's me, Sabrina, and honestly, I am absolutely buzzing with festive cheer. Now, I don't know about you, but when December rolls around, my mind turns to one thing and one thing only. Mulled wine, twinkling lights, the glorious, glorious chaos of a Christmas market. It's that time of year when calories simply don't count. We are about to embark on a magical whirlwind tour of the 10 most breathtaking, must-visit Christmas markets from all corners of this wonderful world. From the ancient cobbled streets of Europe to the dazzling cityscapes of North America and a surprising gem in Asia, we're going to explore them all. So, before we dive headfirst into this glittery wonderland, do me a tiny favor, would you? If you love Christmas as much as I do, go on and give that like button a little festive tap. Hit that subscribe button and ring the little notification bell so you don't miss out on any of our future adventures. Right, is everyone ready? Let's get this festive show on the road. Right, let's kick things off with a bang, shall we? We're heading to Strasbourg in France, the capitale de Noël. They've been doing this since 1570, so they've had practice. The moment you step into the city, it's like you've fallen headfirst into a snow globe. The entire city center transforms, hundreds of stalls spread across a dozen different squares. It's not one market, it's a citywide celebration. The air is thick with cinnamon, roasting chestnuts, glorious Alsatian wine. It's intoxicating. And that's before the first drink. The heart is Place Kleber, the great Christmas tree. It's enormous, covered in lights and baubles. Crowds gather, faces lit by the glow. Half-timbered houses like gingerbread, draped in garlands, flammakesh from a wood-fired oven, cream, onions, bacon, bridel biscuits, a million shapes and flavors. And next up, we're off to a city of pure, unadulterated elegance, Vienna, Austria. Now, if Strasbourg is a fairytale cottage, Vienna is the grand Imperial palace. The Viennese Christmas markets, or Christkindlmärkte, are just dripping with sophistication and old-world charm. The main event, the Wiener Christkindlmarkt, is held in the square right in front of the stunning city hall, the Rathaus. The building itself is lit up like a giant advent calendar, and the whole scene is just breathtaking. It feels less like a market and more like a royal ball that you've been lucky enough to stumble into. The atmosphere is just magical. Trees festooned with illuminated hearts, trees decorated with illuminated violins. You'll hear the gentle sound of classical music, vendor pouring Weihnachtspunsch into a festive mug, orange-flavored, berry-flavored, apple-flavored, usually served with a generous glug of rum or amaretto. It warms you from the inside out. Pure, unadulterated Yuletide bliss. All right, pack your bags. We're heading to the motherland of Christmas markets, Germany. And where else would we go but to the one, the only Nuremberg Christkindlmarkt? It's one of the oldest, most famous markets in the world. It's held in the Hauptmarkt, Nuremberg's central square. Everything here feels steeped in history and tradition. The whole thing is opened by the Christkind. She recites a prologue from the Church of Our Lady's balcony. It's dramatic and wonderful. The first thing you'll notice is the smell. Oh my goodness, the smell. Grilled sausages, roasted nuts, and of course gingerbread. Nuremberg is world famous for its Lebkuchen. Soft, spicy, often filled with nuts and candied fruit, then coated in chocolate or a sugar glaze. You can buy them in beautifully decorated tins. And you must try the Dreh im Wegle, 3 small sausages in a hard roll. The ultimate market snack. Now let's journey to a city that looks like it was plucked straight from the pages of a fairy tale book but becomes ridiculously magical at Christmas. Prague. The main Christmas market is set in the magnificent Old Town Square. The setting alone is worth the trip. You're surrounded by centuries-old buildings, the Gothic spires of the Church of Our Lady, before Tin, the famous astronomical clock. Right in the middle is a vibrant, bustling hub of festive activity. The centerpiece is a gigantic Christmas tree decorated with thousands of lights. Every evening at dusk, they have a lighting ceremony where the tree bursts into a symphony of light and music. Crowds gather, everyone goes ooh and ah! A lovely collective moment of wonder. You have to try the Tredelnik or chimney cake, rolled in sugar, sprinkled with cinnamon, topped with walnuts. But I think it's best plain, warm, and fresh off the spit. Our next stop is the Pearl of the Danube, Budapest. The Christmas market scene here is absolutely top-notch, with the main one being the Advent feast at the Basilica. It's set in the square in front of St. Stephen's Basilica. Every evening they project the most incredible 3-dimensional light show onto the facade. Stories and festive images dance across the architecture. But the heart of the Budapest Christmas experience is the market at Vörösmarty Square. renowned for authentic Hungarian folk art and crafts. A professional jury approves everything sold here. Try the kurtoskalax, the chimney cake, cooked over charcoal with a caramelized crust. Then there's langos, vendors spreading sour cream, garlic, grated cheese. It's heaven on a cold winter's night. And of course, you have to have a bowl of goulash and a bread bowl. Foraltbor, Hungarian mulled wine spiced with fruit. A hearty, soulful, utterly delicious Christmas experience. Right, time to indulge our sweet tooth because we are off to Brussels, Belgium. The Christmas market here is part of a massive event called Winter Wonders, or Plaisir de Hiver, and it's enormous. It stretches for over 2 kilometers through the city center, from the Grand Place all the way to Place St. Catherine. It's less of a single market and more of a gigantic festive playground. The Grand Place, which is already one of the most beautiful squares in Europe, becomes the epicenter of the festivities. There's a huge Christmas tree, a traditional nativity scene, and a spectacular sound and light show that illuminates the stunning guild halls every evening. Obviously, you have to have a Belgian waffle. Not just one, probably several. You can get them topped with chocolate, whipped cream, strawberries. Then there are the frites, the famous Belgian fries, served in a paper cone with a dollop of mayonnaise. And to wash it all down, a strong Belgian Christmas beer, which will definitely put some hair on your chest. Let's hop across the pond, shall we? We're heading to the city that never sleeps, New York. Now, Christmas in New York is an experience in itself. It's like stepping onto a movie set. You've got the Rockefeller Center tree, the Fifth Avenue window displays, it's all iconic. And right in the heart of it all is my favorite of the city's holiday markets, the Bank of America Winter Village at Bryant Park. It's a little slice of European-style festive charm right in the middle of Manhattan, and honestly, it is just wonderful. The setting is what makes it so special. You're surrounded by the towering skyscrapers of Midtown, with the beautiful New York Public Library as a backdrop. And in the middle of this urban canyon, you have this cozy, magical village. The centerpiece is the 17,000 square foot ice skating rink, which is free to use if you bring your own skates. Watching the skaters glide around, with the city lights twinkling all around them, is just peak Christmas movie magic. The market itself consists of over 170 custom-designed, glass-enclosed jewel box kiosks. Now for something a little different, a bit of a wild card. We're jetting off to Tokyo, Japan. I know what you're thinking. Christmas market? In Tokyo? But trust me on this one. The Japanese absolutely love the festive season, and they embrace it with incredible enthusiasm and attention to detail. The Tokyo Christmas market, usually held in Hibiya Park, is a wonderful and slightly surreal tribute to a traditional German Christmas market right in the heart of one of the world's most futuristic cities. It's a fascinating cultural fusion. The star of the show is a giant 14-meter-high Christmas pyramid imported directly from Siphon. It's a traditional tiered wooden carousel, with nativity figures and propellers that spin from the heat of the candles. It's the largest one of its kind in Japan. Seeing it against the Tokyo skyline is unforgettable. Of course, a German-style market wouldn't be complete without German food and drink. German sausages, Glühwein and souvenir mugs. It's a heartfelt celebration of a tradition from another culture with a unique Japanese twist. Let's head back to North America, to the wonderful city of Toronto, Canada. Nestled in the city's historic Distillery district, the Toronto Christmas Market is an absolute gem. The setting is a huge part of its charm. The Distillery district is a beautifully preserved area of Victorian industrial architecture, with cobblestone streets and incredible old brick buildings. It already feels like you've stepped back in time. And when it's decked out for Christmas, it is just pure magic. It's Dickensian, but with better food and central heating. A massive Christmas tree dominates the main square, covered in what seems like a million lights, carolers in period costume, brass bands playing festive tunes. You'll find stalls selling poutine, of course, maple-infused treats, and delicious tourtière, which is a French-Canadian meat pie. For our grand finale, we're heading to the home of Hygge, that Danish idea of cozy contentment. We're off to Copenhagen to world-famous Tivoli Gardens. Tivoli is the second oldest operating amusement park, and at Christmas it becomes an enchanting winter wonderland. Not just a market, an entire festive universe. The whole park is draped in millions of lights, trees lit up, buildings dripping with lights, the lake glowing with reflections. Themed areas await. A Nordic village, snow-covered trees, roaming reindeer. Yes, real reindeer. Ebelskiver, little spherical pancakes dusted with icing sugar and jam. Wash them down with glögg, one of the most magical places on earth for a Christmas evening. And there we have it, 10 of the most magical, enchanting, and utterly unforgettable Christmas markets from all around the globe. Magical, enchanting, utterly unforgettable. Honestly, I'm ready to pack my bags and my stretchiest trousers and visit them all over again right now. From the historic charm of Strasbourg to the Hygge-filled wonderland of Tivoli Gardens, I hope you've enjoyed our little festive jaunt. It just goes to show that the spirit of Christmas with its twinkling lights and delicious treats is a truly universal language. Which one was your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you all so much for joining me today and for letting me share a little bit of my Christmas obsession with you. So, if you had a lovely time, please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. And if you want to come along for the next adventure, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Until next time, stay safe, stay curious, and have a very, very merry festive season. Bye for now.